Welcome to my channel. Please like, comment, and subscribe. What causes offshore injuries? A dangerous maritime environment combined with heavy equipment and explosive chemicals creates the possibility of workplace accidents. From transportation to the workplace to dangerous conditions on site, offshore workplaces are riddled with potential hazards. Here are some of the causes of offshore injuries. Explosion when chemicals build up in enclosed spaces or combined with other substances. Fires when combustible materials ignite. Slips and falls on wet surfaces or unstable platforms. Machinery malfunctions from manufacturing defects or worker error. Exposure to toxic chemicals involved on oil extraction and enclosed spaces that increase the risk of injury in an accident. While not all offshore injuries are preventable, workers often suffer the consequences of employer negligence. Your employer has the duty to provide a safe work environment, and when you face unsafe conditions, your employer could be liable for the harm you suffer. What injuries do often offshore workers sustain? Dangerous offshore work environment can lead to life-altering injuries, including these burns, severed limbs, traumatic brain injuries, broken bones, tissue damage, internal organ damage, neck injuries, spinal cord injuries, respiratory problems. Unfortunately, not all maritime workers survive an offshore accident that result in injuries. The severe nature of many offshore accidents means that maritime workers are killed each year. What legal options are available to offshore injury victims in Florida? An injured offshore worker has several legal options depending on the specific of the accidents. Maritime injuries are governed by different laws than land-based injuries, so a traditional workers' compensation attorney might not know how to help. However, other grossman attorneys at law, we know maritime law and use our insight to fight for your maximum compensation. Maritime law, also referred to as admiralty law, governs activities on the navigable waters. Navigable water includes any body of water capable of being used for interstate or foreign commerce. For example, a river running across state lines in the navigable waters governed by maritime law, but a lake solely within a single state is not. Maritime law encompasses international, federal, and local laws. When you're injured while working at sea, our maritime injury lawyers will evaluate two primary methods of compensation. Maritime common law. Under maritime common law, a worker injured at sea is entitled to maintenance and cure. You might compare this payment to what land-based workers receive from workers' compensation. Maintenance is your daily living expenses such as room, board, food, and transportation. Cure is any necessary medical expenses associated with your injury, such as hospital and doctor bills. Surgery expenses, prescriptions, medical equipment, and testing costs. Maintenance and cure will not provide significant compensation, but it can help. One advantage of maintenance and cure is that it is a no-fault system of compensation. It allows for payment for injuries and even disease or conditions that arise while in service of the vessel. This means that even if you were responsible for your accidents, you can still claim compensation. Jones Act lawsuit. The Jones Act is a federal law that gives maritime workers the right to sue their employers for workplace injuries. To file a lawsuit under the Jones Act, a worker must be classified as a seaman. To be classified as a seaman, a worker must meet the requirements. First, contribute to the operation of a vessel on navigable waters and spend 30% or more of work time in the service of a vessel. Employees such as the ship crew, fishers, cook on vessel, oil rig workers, and other may be considered seamen under the Jones Act. And then Jones Act negligence. A lawsuit under the Jones Act is a full fault-based. This means that you must prove that your employer negligence caused your injury. If you are entirely responsible for your accident, you cannot sue under the Jones Act, but if the employer is even the slightest bit negligent, you may still recover. This means that a maritime lawsuit requires evidence of a wrongdoing, which is not necessary to claim maintenance and cure. Jones Act damages. However, a Jones Act claim can provide you with substantially more money. Under the Jones Act, you can recover for economic and non-economic damages under the following: medical bills, rehabilitation expenses, lost wages, loss of future wages, pain and suffering, mental anguish, and loss of enjoyment of life. An offshore injury lawyer can help you calculate damages based on your financial and emotional harm. Then, your lawyer will negotiate with the insurance company in an effort to win your maximum compensation if a settlement cannot be reached. Then, a lawsuit will be filed and the decision will be left up to a jury to decide fault and the damages. Jones Act wrongful death. If your loved one died offshore, you might bring a wrongful death lawsuit under the Jones Act. The personal representative of the victim's estate files this action, and the proceeds of the lawsuit go to the family. Whether you can bring a wrongful death lawsuit under the Jones Act depends on the victim location at the time of the accidents. And then Death on High Seas Act. If the victim was working more than 3 nautical miles off the coast of the US and its territories, the Death on a High Seas Act controls the lawsuit. Florida is unique since its territorial water extends to the shoreward edge of the Gulf Stream. Under the Death on a High Seas Act, the family members of the victim killed in a vessel and aviation accidents that occur on the high seas can file a claim. Death on a High Seas Act does not include workers killed on drilling rigs and platforms. Instead, the Outer Continental Shelf Act applies to those claims. And then Death on a High Seas Act damages. Only those who were financially dependent on the victim may seek financial damages under the Death on a High Seas Act. Unlike Jones Act, its claims are limited to financial damages only. The plaintiff will not be compensated for loss of support, mental anguish, and companionship, or bereavement. Instead, the damages may include the following: loss of current or anticipated financial support and contribution, loss of economic benefits, household expenses, funeral expenses, and care of dependents. To have a successful claim, you must prove that either the vessel owner, the employer, or a crew member was negligent and caused the victim's death. A knowledgeable offshore injury attorney can help you evaluate the offshore accident circumstances and advise you on available legal options. Our offshore injury lawyers in Florida can help. When you experience a catastrophic offshore injury or the death of a loved one, you need the best maritime injury attorneys in the business. You will find experienced, passionate attorneys who are committed to personalized service as the cruiseman attorneys at law. Here are some more things you should know about our law firm. We have successfully litigated seaman claims in state and federal courts. We have brought maritime law claims on behalf of longshoremen and oil rig workers on the Outer Continental Shelf before the Department of Labor and the Office of Administrative Law Judges throughout the United States. We handle cases in all district offices and before administrative law judges in all jurisdictions. We are known for responsiveness, thoroughness, investigative and negotiating skills, and accessibility to our clients. We go to any locations and are available at night and on the weekends. We have successful record of settling claims and winning at trial. We focus only on injury law and insurance disputes. We subscribe to cutting-edge services that allow us to research potential experts with an unusual medical condition, and we charge no attorney fees to legal costs until we recover compensation for you. I think that's all, guys, information that I can share to you. Thank you so much, guys, for watching, and if you need information related to maritime topics, you are in the right channel. Don't forget to give like, comment, and subscribe. Bye bye guys, see you in another video.